Hello, beautiful beings. I want to talk about vertigo for a minute or two, or many. Who knows? I'll probably talk about other things too. If you follow me at all, I cover several things in one video, but the title of this video is definitely going to be vertigo. So, several years ago, I had abstained from sex for over 2 years. Then I had sex and I woke up the next day and felt very weird in my head, and then the spinning started. I had broken loose the crystals in my right ear, the balancing crystals. I didn't even know they existed. And also, I had cervical vertigo from straining my neck. I didn't realize that looking down at my phone was straightening out the curve in the back of my neck. And when I had that experience, we both heard like this major crunch in my neck. And that's what caused the cervical vertigo. And so the spinning lasted for 3 months. And so anytime I've had any feeling of vertigo since then, it is incredibly anxiety producing, fear inducing. So I've been saying the fear prayer: remove this fear and direct my attention to what you'd have me be. I've called Ocean, of course. I've went and got my neck adjusted twice. I've been using my massager on my neck. I've been really practicing keeping my shoulders relaxed. I'm not talking to toxic people anymore. I'm not getting upset about anything. The ancients suggested tying Ruby's leash around my waist and instead of trying to hold it. That seems to be really helping a lot. About a week ago, I prayed to make it plainly obvious who I can get a massage from, because I am so empathic. I can't just have anybody massaging me. And the very next day, old friend of mine, I hadn't spoke to her for over 20 years, since before I quit drinking. She popped in on Facebook, and she's a massage therapist. So we interacted a little bit this evening, and she said she can definitely help with that. I just really need to get things loosened up in here, and I will leave a video of this certain maneuver that this woman came up with to put the crystals back to where they're supposed to be. I've been doing that. I haven't been spinning. There's only been like 3 little bouts of that. I call them wallops of vertigo, where all of a sudden I am experiencing vertigo, and one of those times was today. I think from all the massaging that I did today with my second daughter Beauty gave me an electric massager. Has these like things that go around like this, and I did that for a really long time today, maybe too long. So I laid down earlier and I iced my neck, and I took the ice pack out and fell asleep. And when I woke up, I felt fine, but then when I turned my head to look out my window, I had a major wallop of vertigo, and I was just like, I just cried out. It just scares me so bad because of having it for 3 months. I mean, it's out of everything I've been through in my life, that is the worst thing I've ever been through. But it passed. They're reminding me, and at that time there were maneuvers that did seem to be helping it a bit, but didn't make it go away completely. So I went to an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and he did the same maneuvers on his table, and I walked out of there not spinning at all. So there is a solution, and I don't know if I said this already, but I will put that video that I've been using it a few times today. It says to do it every 15 minutes. I will put that in the description box. I want to help as many people as I possibly can if they haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of it. Chiropractic care works. This is just for me. I'm not suggesting it for you. I kind of am, but I'm not telling you to do it. If you do it, it's not my fault if it messes you up. That's a disclaimer, right? So I've went to the chiropractor twice, and they are telling me to ease up on the icing a little bit. The icing of it. Okay. So I will get a massage really soon from my awesome friend that recently came into my life as an answered prayer. I was asking the ancients, please make it plainly obvious who I can get to massage me. I don't know if I've already said this because I've already tried to record a video several times. So, if you're following me, you know that I repeat myself. And if you've stayed with me, even though I repeat myself, just freaking bless you. Thank you so much. I'm not repeating myself as much as I was when I was smoking pot. That's for darn sure. Okay, so we interacted a little bit tonight, and she is going to be back in town very soon, and she said she can definitely help me loosen this up. It's all on the right side. So I know that it's passing. I know that it's just a major ass kicking from going against my intuition. It's not a punishment from the divine. I am grateful that I get my ass kicked when I go against what I absolutely know. Undeniable. The moment that I saw this man in my community here, I knew that he was trouble, and I went against it. And it took me 5 months to go against it, but I finally went against it, and now this is what I'm dealing with. It could be much worse. Definitely, it could be much worse in different ways. So, but I'm glad that it's taking a while to get over it, because it just needs to solidify that I can trust my intuition. It is absolutely imperative for me to trust my intuition in every situation. And it does take, learning to trust our intuition does take a lot of practice. Sometimes I hurt people's feelings when I am learning how to trust my intuition, but I can always go back and, make an apology, because even though I still feel like I am trusting my intuition in certain ways, in certain areas of my life, my delivery, how I do that can definitely be fine-tuned. So who else are we going to practice on but other human beings? Well, dogs. Can definitely practice on my dogs, being more gentle. Say what you mean what you say, but don't say it meanly. And having my neck messed up for a while now has made me feel more impatient. And now there's Ruby. Now having Ruby in my life, she's a bigger dog, and I wasn't prepared to have a bigger dog. Doozer doesn't shed. I thought his pulling was annoying, but Ruby has never been on a leash, and she's over 4 years old. So I've been training her, and I got her a gentle leader, and that seemed to be absolutely miraculous in the beginning. But she got smart. She got wise to it and started holding her head a certain way, and she was just like, I am not going to listen. And so it's been a real source of frustration, having her pulling me around, jerking on my arms, and constantly, the tension that when I would pull back on it. I've looked up some videos recently, and it said, don't pull back on it, just stop. And I got some treats. But in the meantime, actually yesterday, because I went and got her a bigger gentle leader, because I thought maybe that's what it was, but no, that's not what it was. It just doesn't work on her. And so I went and traded that in for, here, I'll show you, in case you're having the same challenge with your dog. I'm being really careful with my neck right now. I just need to relax. I don't need to be that careful. I just need to relax about it and not get upset with anybody, not fight with anybody. It's one of these. When she pulls on it, it tightens up on her neck really well, and it's a thicker band. So this seems to be working really well. And also the ancients told me to tie it around my waist a couple days ago, and that seems to be really working. I can't give up on her. I absolutely refuse to. She was so neglected. I know you've heard this before, but yeah, I've been very tempted at times, because life was a lot easier with just Doozer and absolutely no hair in my tiny home. But she's totally worth it, and this is all going to pass. It's all healing right now, they're saying. As long as I just stay very calm and relaxed, and I had gotten the last time I got very upset with her dad was a couple weeks ago now, and I mean I was basically hysterical, and that really really messed my neck up. So, but hey, live and learn, and I'm definitely learning, especially when I get my ass kicked by going against what I already know. And so I have this healing book, and I've been forgetting all about it. It's Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. I looked up another one by her also. It's from A to Z, Heal Your Body. And I've never seen that one before. And it's much longer too. And so I have that in my cart on Amazon, and I will be ordering that in the next couple days. So I look up, today I looked up vertigo, and then it said see dizziness. And so dizziness represents flighty, scattered thinking, a refusal to look. Very, very true. Because in overriding my intuition, I have to put my blinders on so I can do whatever it is that I wanted to do. And I wanted to do him. And it was not worth it. Even being the best sex of my life, it still wasn't worth it. Nothing is worth my peace. No, absolutely nothing. So the healing words for this that I will now keep saying every single day, I will put this up where I can see it on a daily basis. I will look at these and I will say them. And these healing words, even if I don't feel them right away, or even when I haven't really understood the healing words, or why they would work, if I just have faith, which I do because this has worked for 20 years, this really, really helps heal me so much more quickly than it would have. I start saying these. This says, I am deeply centered and peaceful in my life. In life, it is safe for me to be alive and joyous. And so I will say these until I don't feel compelled to say them anymore. And so then I looked up cervical, the whole neck area, and I had written so much in just the neck section. And this one represents what's been going on, and it's 2C, and it says rejection of wisdom, refusal to know or understand, indecision, resentment and blame, out of balance with life, denial of one's spirituality. Denial of one's spirituality, it equals not trusting my intuition. Well, basically ignoring my intuition. So the healing words for that are, I am one with the universe and all of life. It is safe for me to know and to grow. So these two things right there are really going to help elevate my my vibration, to lift me up out of the lower vibration that I've been experiencing from letting this person in my life. I'm healing. And I am healing. I know that this will pass. And the divine is sending me all the right people to help me. Ocean helped me. It is very fear-inducing. The vertigo thing is just... If you've ever had vertigo and you need to talk about it, please don't hesitate to reach out, because there is a solution. I mean, as far as I know, I don't know if other injuries make it impossible for people not to have vertigo. I can't even imagine having it your whole life. I know that Ocean has bouts of it because her back is it's just an absolute wreck. I just sobbed when I saw her x-rays of her back. She's had scoliosis since she was, really little, but they didn't know about it. Her parents did know about it. They knew there was something wrong with her back. I don't know why they didn't do anything about it, but my mom's been in pain since her 20s. And I just can't even imagine that. Once when I was going to AA, somebody said that they heard that if we all threw our troubles into a pile into the middle of the table and we looked at all of them, we'd be scrambling to get ours back. I believe that. So what else, ancients? The fear prayer. I mean, I've really been using that today. Remove this fear and direct my attention to what you'd have me be. And they would have me be somebody that's incredibly relaxed, and somebody that would have me be somebody that trusts their intuition, and doesn't just trust their intuition, but actually doesn't go against it. I can trust it and go against it, but just bless you, whoever has stuck with me and whoever subscribes to my channel and sticks with me, because I do tend to repeat myself. I don't know if it will always be that way. That does not happen when I'm holding satsang with an actual human being. There is such a beautiful flow. It's like I completely get out of the way, and well, they're saying it's a co-creative experience, but when I'm holding satsang with somebody in person or on the phone, there's no repeating, unless it needs to be repeated. But it's definitely different than recording these videos. And there's the effervescence in my nose for some reason. I'm not sure why that happens. Oh, they did tell me, that's right. The nose tickling is because the ancients' vibe is a bit different than my own. And so I don't know why that makes my nose tickle, but it has something to do with their vibe compared to my human vibe. I see intuitive tarot readers and their nose starts itching so bad it just drives them crazy. They just keep itching it and itching it and itching it the whole time. And I watch them go through the process of like, okay, I just got to accept this as a part of it. Ancients, is there anything else we want to talk about? I will definitely put that vertigo maneuver to help it in the description box. Yeah, when my neck is screwed up, it makes everything feel a lot more difficult. I feel very frustrated, but that's right. I need to stop focusing on how all of that feels and start focusing on the healing words, and start really turning my attention away from where my mind has automatically been going. Because if it's something that's fear-inducing, then I have there's a much higher chance that I'm going to be entertaining those thoughts. But I know how not to, and that really accelerates my healing with whatever is going on. And I'm not giving up on Ruby. There's absolutely no way that I will do that. It's, what time is it here? It's 8:30 and he hasn't come to get her, and that's pretty much my indicator that he's not going to come get her tonight. She got to spend the night last night too. I have him blocked on my phone, so he doesn't message me and say he's not coming to get her. He just doesn't come to get her. And she's very happy about that, because when he does come to get her, he like knocks very gently on my door and stands really far away from my door, which is really good. There's quite a distance between us now, and she never wants to leave, and that's been making him feel bad. But he also knows that she's a lot happier here than with him. So, the divine put her in my life, the divine put us together for a reason. I said he, but I didn't mean to refer to the divine as he, because I don't see the divine as he or she. The divine just is, like we are. We just are, but, it's easy to forget that because we're having this human experience. They reminded me, they want me to also put in the description box. I have done this before, and I've put this one on my in my community section. Out of all the Samanari Jayasara videos that I've listened to, this is my absolute favorite, because it really, if I'm in my head, Abraham Hicks reminded me recently, I'm just like, why can't I stop if I'm upset about something, why can't I stop thinking about it? After all these years of practice, why do I still find myself like having this conversation with this person, this argument with this person in my head? It seems like there's absolutely no control over it. Well, Abraham Hicks reminded me the other day that that is because I'm just attracting, the more I focus on it, I'm just attracting more thoughts about it. So then, and I still forget, well, how do I stop thinking about it? And this video that I'm going to post reminds me that I just need to relax into it instead of trying to get away from it. It's like magic. Now I can wake up in the middle of the night, and if it seems like, oh, I'm thinking now I'm awake, I have fallen asleep listening to that video, and the more I listen to it, the more it becomes a habit. This is all reconditioning in a really, really good way. It just takes a lot of practice, which is worth every second of it. I mean, going from absolutely not knowing how to get away from thoughts to actually being able to wake up and remember, oh, I'm resisting this. I just need to relax into it, and then I'm back to sleep. It's worth every moment of any type of effort. I think that's it for now. I feel like I'm like barely moving my head. Just gotta relax. Everything's fine. I need to put my glasses on, they're saying, because I don't need to strain my brain by trying to see. It's not like I need to see anything, but I still feel like, oh yeah, that's true. I do look away, and when I look away, my brain is trying to focus, but it can't because things are pretty blurry. So I've been doing really, really well at wearing my glasses. I don't know if I mentioned this, but learning how to trust our intuition is, because sometimes I don't edit my videos, obviously. And so I try to record a video many times before I actually succeed in the one that I feel like, okay, I can upload this one. But we practice, who else are we going to practice on? Trusting our intuition, but other people. I think I did mention that in this one. And sometimes I hurt people's feelings when I'm learning to do that. But it's really important for me to make amends to people and, just say, I am sorry if I hurt you. And then that feels really, really good. I used to try to say I was sorry to people to just make myself stop thinking so much about it. But I don't have to do that anymore. I had just a beautiful sponsor in AA, and she said, this isn't yours. You have nothing to apologize about. And I was just like, but I can't stop thinking about it. And at that point, I was willing to do whatever it took to feel better, to stop thinking about it. But it's not like that anymore. It's very genuine now, and I'm just so grateful for the progress that I've been able to make. I used to be mentally ill. And, some may think that I still am, but that's just because, people's perception of me is just from where they're coming from. But I know that I'm not mentally ill anymore, and I have ways that I've learned over the years that I can help other people to not feel mentally ill also. I can't think of a greater purpose. So I think that's it for now. So I have a dear friend that recently lost one of her twin daughters to addiction, and she didn't lose her. She's right here, but that this is all very new to her. Even though we've been holding satsang for over 3 years now, I've never channeled a message to her from a loved one that has dropped their physical form until just the last few weeks. And yesterday, she has her own cleaning business, and she gives me some of her vacation rentals to clean when I'm slowing down. And a couple days ago, I had said to her, I voice clip her all the time, and I said, I just want to make you proud. And yesterday I was thinking about that, and I was just like, well, that was kind of an odd thing for me to say. And all of a sudden her daughter popped in and she said, oh, that was me. That was me, Mom, she said. And so immediately I gave her the message. and I told her what happened, and her daughter just comes through with like so much force and so much joy. She's just so grateful that she can get messages through to her mom, and I said I thought it was kind of strange, a strange thing for me to say, and then your daughter popped in and she said, "That was me, Mom." And it was just really just such beautiful, life-giving exchanges we've been having recently. And she said, I'm so, and now she's just in the last few weeks, she's went from telling me, please tell her I'm so proud of her. I've convinced her that her daughter is more with her than she even is with me when she comes in, and also that she can just speak directly to her. And so she said, I am so proud of you. As she was talking to me, it's very beautiful. It's so life-giving, knowing that when we drop these physical forms, it's a rebirth into where we came from. There is no death. It's life and transition, life and transition. It's harder, much harder for us because we miss that person in the physical. It's much harder for us than the one that has dropped their physical form. The one that drops their physical form is feeling none of the pain of addiction anymore. No human type of pain anymore. They're going through a life review, and they have to feel the emotions of what they put people through here. And that's probably not very pleasant, but it's all about learning and growing. So yeah. songwithmamaG@gmail.com. Yeah, sure. I'll take prayers. They're saying, go ahead, ask people to pray for you, for your neck, and this whole situation to be healed. Yeah, I would really appreciate that so much. Love you so much.